Welcome back to another episode of Thrasher Opera House Presents. Today, I'm here with our Missoula Children's Theater directors. We have Oscar and Roshni. They are joining us for the week. We do this twice a year, Missoula Children's Theater, once in January, once in June. And what it is about 60 local kids getting to have, many of them, their very first theater experience. It's a great entry-level way for kids who've never tried it before to get a taste of what theater is like. But it's also a great opportunity for kids who have done a lot of theater to sort of elevate their skills and become sort of mentors to the younger kids. There's so many great things about it. So the kids audition on a Monday, they practice all week, and then they do 2 shows on Saturday. This year's show is Jack and The Beanstalk, and we're very excited about it. So please welcome these 2 wonderful directors. Thank you guys for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
So I explained a little bit about Missoula Children's Theater here in Green Lake. The other nice thing I'll say about it is it's not just Green Lake students that come. It's kids from Ripon, Berlin, Princeton, homeschool children, and it's a way for them to work collaboratively together instead of competitively, which I think a lot of kids, that's the only time they get together in this area is to like play against each other in basketball. But that's what theater does. It brings people together to work as a team, to gain some skills. And I think that's what Missoula Children's Theater, the nonprofit, is all about as well. So would you guys mind telling us a little bit about the Greater Missoula Children's Theater and what that's all about?
Okay.
Yeah, from what we've worked on and what we've seen with the company, the Greater Missoula Children's Theater message isn't even necessarily about theater, but it's about the life skills that kids can get from working in theater or working on a show, everyone together, whether that be just improving and being able to follow directions or, having some children that can be seen within like their everyday life as like maybe problem children, or they might be like, known to cause issues at school, but sometimes that just means that they need some more like attention or that working in a group mentality.
Channel it into something
Right.
positive. Yeah. Other skills I've seen kids build is definitely confidence. That first day, I'm sure you guys have some stories already. But, from going from the first day being like too afraid to say their name loudly to at the end of the week just like beaming pride and having said their lines on stage, and we get that from a lot of parents too. They say that the confidence that their kid has gained from Missoula is remarkable. The working together skills, the following direction skills, memorizing skills,
Yes.
Knowing that I'm a part of this team and I don't want to let my team down, essentially, if I don't work at home at this and put the work in while I'm here too. You guys have been with Missoula Children's Theater for a little bit, and what I always wonder, what is it like to be a Missoula Children's Theater director? You literally go from one town to the next every week. What do you think so far?
So far, I think it's really fun. It can be challenging at first because sleep schedule's kind of off, but I really like it. I really like how it's kind of taken me out of my comfort zone almost and putting me in that director position and like pretty much just getting all the kids to be comfortable enough with us to be able to put on such a great show at the end of the week.
You guys already have a great rapport with the kids this week, and it's only Wednesday, so you've known them for 2 days, and I can already tell you guys are building that relationship. What made you become a part of Missoula Children's Theater? Were you both theater majors, or like what sent you in this direction in life?
Well, yeah, I was a theater major. I've recently graduated from college this last May, and I think a big thing for me was that, and I told Missoula Children's Theater when applying, because we had phone interviews about this, I didn't have any sort of theater programs growing up. I started acting in 9th grade when my like English teacher told me to audition for the show at my high school, and I loved it. I loved it from then and there, and then it was then that I decided I wanted to do this, and the idea of spreading that joy to kids younger than I was, when I know I would have loved it as a child, it's really what we're here for.
Yeah, rewarding.
Yeah.
And how about for you?
For me, I am also a theater major. I graduated college 2 years ago now.
That's not that long ago, trust me.
So, like Oscar, I actually didn't start doing theater until I joined college.
Okay.
I wanted to do it in high school. I didn't have time. So did it in college, and I literally fell in love with it. I was like, I love performing. And whenever I decided to join Missoula, I was like, oh, a director. So I feel like that's going to really push me.
Yeah, because that's a totally different thing from being in a play to
Yeah.
being a director of a play,
Yeah.
let alone 60 kids.
Yes. And like I'm able to see the process that the directors did, like throughout college, had to do, and all of that. It's kind of
Casting.
nerve-wracking, but it's exciting at the same time.
Yeah,
really.
casting the right roles and, yeah, just that organizational process that goes into it. I think MCT, you know, you guys go through a lot of training at the Missoula headquarters. And I can tell that there are certain practices in place for auditions and throughout the week, how kids can, you have some procedures for how they can memorize things so quickly. And so for anybody who's watching this and curious about it, like, that's how it happens in a week, is that these guys are on top of it, you know what you're doing, and it is quite remarkable. And to your point, not having access to theater when you were younger, that's something we experience here too in rural Wisconsin, is that there's not a lot of opportunities for kids really until they get into high school to do some of these theater productions. Missoula Children's Theater at Thrasher Opera House is one of the only things that they can do around here. So because of that, we always have a really great turnout. I have to give so many thanks to our community and our sponsors and our donors who make that happen. All these kids get to participate for free because the generosity of our community, and the community really rallies around it. I think they see the value in it just as much as we do, just as much as you guys do. It's a really beautiful thing. Well, we're looking forward to a great week. It's been off to a great start, and Saturday, all of these seats will be filled with families and friends of these 60 kids who are cast in Jack and the Beanstalk. So our show is at 3, and we have another one at 5:30. You can buy your tickets, $15 for adults, only $10 for students. You can buy that at thrasheroperahouse.com, or you can give us a call at 920-294-4279. We'd love to have you in the audience, and we'd love you to support these local theater kids. Thank you guys for your time today. You're awesome.
Thank you for having us.
We will see you all next time.